The Dallas Cowboys, a team with a storied history of triumph and challenges, has recently been the center of attention in the NFL world, and it seems like big moves are on the horizon that could change the trajectory of this already powerful franchise. The news is out, and it's big. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, the legend, the primetime star, is reportedly making his way back to the Cowboys. But that's not the only jaw-dropping part of this news. Along with Deion's return, there are strong whispers about his son, Shedeur Sanders, being groomed to take over as QB1, potentially even replacing Dak Prescott. We're talking about two of the most dynamic names in football making waves at one of the most iconic teams in sports. What does this mean for the Cowboys' future, and how will it impact Dak Prescott's status as the franchise quarterback? Buckle up, because this video is about to dive into the latest, hottest Cowboys news that could reshape the future of America's team. Now, if you've been following the Cowboys recently, you already know that the team has been in a transitional phase, trying to balance a mix of experienced veterans and promising young talent. Dak Prescott, the long-standing face of the Cowboys, has had his highs and lows over the years. When he's on, he's electric, showing why he's one of the top quarterbacks in the league. But there's always been talk about the inconsistency in his performances, and that's where this new development starts to get interesting. With Deion Sanders possibly returning to the team and his son Shedeur making waves in the college ranks, the Cowboys could be looking at a huge shift under center. Could Shedeur Sanders replace Dak Prescott as the starting QB? Is this just smoke and mirrors, or is there real substance to these rumors? Let's break it all down. We all know about Deion Sanders' primetime, the flashy, charismatic, and absolutely brilliant cornerback who made history both on the field and in the broadcast booth. He's been a part of the Cowboys family before, bringing his unparalleled energy and athleticism to the franchise in the 90s. Deion played a crucial role in the Cowboys' 1994 Super Bowl victory, solidifying his legacy in Dallas. His skills on defense were unmatched, and his leadership and mentality helped propel the Cowboys to one of their most dominant eras. But what if Deion Sanders coming back to the Cowboys is more than just about a return to nostalgia? We've all seen how Deion's persona has evolved over the years. He's now the head coach at Jackson State University, and under his leadership, the program has seen incredible success, bringing national attention to HBCUs in a way we haven't seen before. The man is a brand, and now it looks like that brand could be coming to Dallas once again. While there's no official confirmation yet, the buzz surrounding his return is undeniable. But why would he want to come back to the NFL in any capacity? That's where things get even more intriguing. You see, Deion Sanders isn't just a guy who's content with his legacy. He's always looking to push the envelope, to challenge himself and his teams. If Deion Sanders is coming back to the Cowboys, it's not just to hang around and relive the glory days. No, Deion has a vision. He could be eyeing a major role in reshaping this team from the inside out. Perhaps he wants to mentor the next generation of Cowboys, bringing a new level of swagger, discipline, and work ethic to a team that's already brimming with talent. We've already seen how his leadership has had an impact at Jackson State, and he could easily translate that same mentality to Dallas, helping the team grow both on and off the field. Now, let's talk about Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son, who's been turning heads in college football. Shedeur has been nothing short of spectacular in his time as the starting quarterback at Jackson State, leading the Tigers to dominant victories and racking up impressive statistics. His poise in the pocket, his football IQ, and his ability to perform under pressure have all been on full display, showing that he's ready for the next level. But what does that mean for the Cowboys? If Deion is indeed planning a return to the Cowboys, there's a very real possibility that he could be grooming Shedeur to eventually take over as QB1 for Dallas. Think about it. The Cowboys are always in search of their next franchise quarterback, and while Dak Prescott is still relatively young and talented, there have been constant questions about whether he's truly the guy to lead this team to a Super Bowl. Is it time for a change? Could Shedeur be the one to take the reins? Shadur Sanders' rise in the college football world has caught the attention of NFL scouts and analysts alike. His accuracy, decision-making, and ability to make big-time, throws-in clutch situations have all been praised, and he's drawing comparisons to some of the best quarterbacks in the game today. With a strong arm, a natural leadership ability, and a sense of confidence that's rare for a player his age, Shedeur has the tools to be an elite quarterback at the next level. His development at Jackson State, under the tutelage of his father, has given him a unique perspective on the game, and now he's ready to take the next step. But the big question here is, will the Cowboys be willing to part ways with Dak Prescott in favor of Shedeur Sanders? Dak has been the face of the franchise for several years now, and there's no denying his talent. He's led the Cowboys to multiple playoff appearances and has put up impressive numbers year in and year out. But the playoffs have been a different story. Despite all the regular season success, the Cowboys have consistently struggled to get past the first round of the postseason during Dak's tenure as the starter. That lack of playoff success has led some to question whether Dak is the right quarterback to lead this team to a championship. And with Shadur on the rise, those questions are only going to grow louder. Let's be clear, Dak Prescott is still an incredibly talented quarterback. He has proven time and time again that he's capable of leading this team. But the NFL is a business, and businesses are all about winning championships. If the Cowboys truly believe that Shedeur Sanders has the potential to take this team to the next level, then the front office may decide that it's time for a change. We've seen it before. A team drafts a young quarterback, and after a few years of stagnation, they make the tough decision to move on from their current signal caller in favor of the future. If Shedeur is indeed the future, then Dak could find himself in an unfamiliar position as a backup quarterback or even on another team. But here's where things get even more complicated. If the Cowboys do decide to bring in Shedeur Sanders, they would be inheriting not just a top-tier quarterback, but a player with the legendary Deion Sanders as his father. Imagine the media frenzy, the hype, the attention that would come with having both Deion and Shedeur in Dallas. The Cowboys would instantly become the most talked about team in the NFL, and that's exactly what Jerry Jones loves. The publicity, the excitement, the buzz, it would all be through the roof. The question then becomes, will Jerry Jones, the owner and general manager of the Cowboys, be willing to make such a bold move? Jones has always been one to take risks, and he's shown time and time again that he's willing to make big moves to improve the team. Whether it's through trades, draft picks, or even hiring unconventional coaches, Jerry has never been afraid to shake things up. And with the growing speculation surrounding Deion's return and Shedeur's potential rise, Jerry Jones could very well decide that now is the time to make a splash. But let's not forget about Dak Prescott in all of this. As a leader of the team, Dak has been incredibly vocal about his desire to bring a Super Bowl to Dallas. He's the face of the franchise, and many fans still believe that he's the quarterback that can lead the Cowboys to glory. It's tough to replace a player who's done as much for the team as Dak has, but the reality is that the NFL is a results-driven league, and ultimately, it's about winning championships. If the Cowboys feel like Dak's window has closed and Shedeur is the future, it could lead to one of the toughest decisions in franchise history. So, what happens next? Is Deion Sanders truly on his way back to the Cowboys? And is Shedeur Sanders the heir apparent to Dak Prescott? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this is a story that will continue to unfold over the coming weeks and months. The Cowboys are once again making waves in the NFL, and whether it's through Deion's leadership, Shedeur's potential, or Dak's future, This is a franchise that's never far from the spotlight. Stay tuned, because the drama in Dallas is just getting started. And when it comes to the Cowboys, you know it's never boring. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of the latest updates. If you think Deion and Shadur Sanders are a good fit for the Cowboys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.